Hi, my name is Ausia Vuki Matele. Um, I am a Tongan American. I don't know, my parents are from the Kingdom of Tonga, and I'm 20 years old. Um, and yeah, I'm a student here at De Anza.
My name is Sifa. I'm Tongan American. I'm 20 years old and I'm a student at DeAnza. My name is Josh. I'm 19 years old. I'm Samoan American and I'm a student at DeAnza.
My name is Sala Dale and I live here in East Carolina. And
My name is Steve Taylor. I'm born in Tonga. Raised up here in, I guess, the Bay Area.
moving out here to the United States, moved to Hawaii, which I lived there for about a good 14 years, almost 15. Moved there when I was, actually went there when I was 5. Pretty much I grew up there as a child. And it wasn't as bad moving from the island to Hawaii because they were still local, you know. And a lot of families were migrating there to Hawaii. And then move out here to the Bay Area, San Francisco, 1988, and ever since then I've lived here.
I think for me it was more drastic moving from Tonga because I guess you move from an island to another island, a bigger island. Whereas I think when I moved here, there wasn't anyone that looked like me where I was going to school, you know. Whereas, you know, in the islands you have other islanders that look like you going to school. But then here it was like really like a fish out of water, you know, and the whole community support wasn't there, you know. I guess some people talk about small town, you know, that's kind of like how it was on the island, you know. It's like that real close-knit, everyone has the same values. You go to church with the people that you know, and I think just coming here was just so, yeah, mentally I think, you know, it was very hard to adapt to a big city, like, you know, and everyone's like an individual.
Yeah, I'm still intact with my old culture, my Tongan culture. Like, we still, in our Tongan culture, we're very big on like respecting like elderly people, or respecting those who are older than you, or going to church, all that. But I'm still influenced with a lot of American stuff. I'm open to different things, all that. Yeah, I'm still intact with my Samoan culture. We still do little Samoan dances, and like while we're doing our dances, people come and throw money, and of course the American culture is gonna be bigger because I grew up here and gone to movies, played the sport, and yeah.
I think it's basically kind of like a tug of war, you know, because naturally, you know, you're born into a certain culture, and then now you know, that one culture was a monoculture, you know, it's like the only culture there. Whereas here, it's multi-cultures. You know, you may not even, you know, like have your neighbors coming from different countries and different values, you know. So really you have to kind of give and take, you know, kind of, you know, the best of both cultures, and just being able to recognize and appreciate the different cultures, you know.
I never really cared what other people said because I know my identity, and Um, yeah. Yeah, about the same. I don't really care what people say.
I really don't care what other people say. I mean, the only people that I care about or that I actually like give into or get influenced by is my parents. I mean, they're the ones that I grew up knowing. They're the ones that raised me. I mean, I listen to them. I really don't care what other people have to say about me.
Oh yeah, I have the freedom to choose to be Americanized. I'll say I am Americanized, but I still hold on to a lot of the Tongan values that we still have today. Yeah. I feel like I have the freedom to choose, and I choose to hold on to like my own beliefs with theirs that I take, and also the American ones. So whichever I choose that are like good for me.
My family doesn't really need to push me to be more like them because when I was born from them.
In my own experience, people never judge me for being different or being Tongan. I met a lot of people that they kind of, I don't know, I met a lot of people that like it, like people that are different. A lot of people are interested in my culture because not a lot of people know about the Tongan culture. So I'm always happy to tell them about it.
Going to an American school, they treated me like any other person. Treated me well. They didn't. I don't think they looked down on me because I looked different. But I think they actually like look at you like, oh wow, he's Tongan. I've never heard of them. Oh, they're interesting. Like how can I like know more about them instead of them looking down, oh, you're not American and stuff. So, yeah.
When you're growing up, from what I've heard, is that when you are young, you're really creative, I guess. And then when you start getting older and older, education starts taking that creativity away from you because there's certain standards of you have to learn this, you have to learn that. You can't be yourself. And I don't know. It's just a mixed emotion for me.
All right.
Education is really important because if you don't have an education, you're not going to have a good job, you're not going to have good money, you're not going to have a good life or have a lifestyle at least. Because if you're just going to graduate from high school, have a high school diploma, you're not going to have, or you're going to basically be having to work 2 jobs, some 3 that I've seen. My cousin works 3 jobs and he doesn't have a lifestyle. We barely see him anymore. I mean, he didn't go to college, but I mean, yeah, education is really important.
Some people in my culture, they choose not to get education because a lot of times they're not pushed to go to school. Like they just, right after high school, they go get jobs. And they're not motivated a lot. I'll say sometimes they get lazy, but
you need to play sports.
Yeah, a big thing that keeps us in school is like playing sports, because that gives us the motivation to stay in school, so to play sports. I feel both. I feel lucky that my parents and my brothers and sisters like push me to go on it with education, because they always say look at their lives, and if I don't want to live it, basically to get like further ahead in life, you need education, and that's why I'm pushing myself, and that's why my family's pushing me too.
Some of it is from my parents, because their option was either go to school, get a good job, or either just graduate from high school and just go get a job. But from what I've seen in my culture, I'm not trying to be like them, where getting 2 or 3 jobs is a must to survive in this world, even and including if you want a family. If you want to have a family, you can't be working too much. So yeah.
My goals for education, I want to graduate from college, because nobody in my family has graduated from college, and that'll be big, because I'll be the first one, and I'm the first generation in my family. I'm one first generation Tongans. You don't see a lot of Tongans graduating from four-year colleges nowadays. You see them just graduating from high school and getting jobs. But myself, I want to graduate from 4 year and better myself and my community. We're like family oriented, and yeah, we always put our family first and God first, or God first and family, and then we never put ourselves first, basically, and that's something I'm proud of.
Well, Islanders, well, we're considered like warriors. We have a bunch of pride in us. Whatever obstacle gets in our way, we either fight through it or we die trying. That's that's the way we think of things.
I'm just proud of who I am because of who I am. I don't know. I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain it. Family's a big thing in Tongan culture. Like, no matter like how bad they were, they wouldn't look at him. They wouldn't look down on him. They'll try to help him out, and they'll like lift him up. We all make mistakes, and I just like family atmosphere, I guess.
Just one word to sum it all up. Prideful.
Prideful. Yeah. It's just hard because it's multi-cultures, and the values of, and then, of course you have the language, different languages and stuff. That's probably the biggest struggle, is just communication,
It still goes back to communication.
Yeah. I mean, relationships, is built on communication. And if people are not communicating, there's a lack of relationship.